Hi, this is Donald Stewart Radke Jr. and this is Living Essentials. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about fraud. I do work also with alternative healing and again, preventative care. The reason I'm talking about fraud right now is that a lot of people are being victimized by the system. Not per se them, but identity theft. Fraud happens in different ways, but for instance, when you're disabled, you go out on Social Security, you go out on disability. There seems to be a problem right now with government agencies getting the money to the right people. For instance, I'm probably owed right now by Social Security somewhere in the neighborhood of close to $40,000 that they said they paid out, but it never reached me. Even though they had my address, even though they had my phone number, it never reached me. That's startling. That's shocking. The thing is that with this going on and this rampant behavior, that's why I'm talking about this right now. My disability insurance. I used to be a manager director with a local hospital here in California. And again, I became quite ill. Was diagnosed with a multitude of things. I was told by their company when I contacted them that they didn't kick in until Social Security kicked in. Come to find out years later, that was totally false. That somebody inside the company was fraudulently doctoring the files and that somebody else was posing as me and receiving monies. Now, originally I had signed up for disability insurance. As a director, I had to take it. I didn't have a choice. It was at that time 66% plus your Social Security, which is a good sum of money, and then it's taxed, and then you wind up making a couple $100 less a month. What happened over a period of time is that I was either call forward or call forwarded, or what was happening is that I was dealing with fraud right at the institutions. Now, I talked to Social Security, and I talked to my disability company. I didn't really make headway until I had gone down there again and specifically was asking questions. Found out huge sums of money had been mailed to me, or so they said, by both Social Security and my disability company. This is why this is so important when we talk about alternative healing and identity theft. Because right now, the biggest enemy of people when they're home is fungus, mold, gas. These different things will do different things in your system. Right now, I've already warned people, if you've got a high nitrogen count, which is BUN, B-U-N, in your blood panel, you should look into having the doctor do some more extensive tests. Nitrogen and some of these other gases will harm the thyroid, harm your lungs, harm your heart and your brain. But I'm not going to go into all the different things that I've read up on and know. The thing is that you should talk to a doctor about this. Kidney failure, heart attacks, dehydration, and in fact, diabetes. They used to sell the test strips back in the day where you'd go to the pharmacy and you'd pee on a strip. It would tell you if you were alkaline or acid. These are harder and harder to find nowadays, but they let you know your blood pH, and your blood pH has an awful lot to do with your health. Now, going back to where you live, people would ask me questions. People would ask me about alternative health. I was, for a while, I did some vitamin stuff for people at a store here in Sherman Oaks. The thing is that the more you know people, the better you can guard your health. And make no mistake, nowadays you need to guard your health. There are things that are on the market, and again, we're talking preventative care, we're talking alternative healing that, again, is simple as water, vitamins, probiotics, good food, which all these things help. But if you don't talk to a competent person that knows about these things and knows how to use them, you're throwing your money down the drain. I've heard people talk on the internet and say, well, this product's the absolute best, or this product's the absolute best. Not true. If you're demineralized, and you're acid and you're dehydrated, simply put, you're going to have problems with your health and you're going to age very rapidly.